Hi guys, it's your girl Phoenix Novell from Boss Bitch Tips, and this video is called Do All Male Musicians Cheat? No more than female musicians, to be all 100. Sometimes people are only as faithful as their options, okay? And usually women musicians do think a lot more down the road than a male musician will think. But if the circumstances is right and both female musicians and male musicians believe that there is a way for them to get away with doing what they're doing, they'll take the chance, especially if it's just a, sexual thing and a sexual tension, especially if they work together. It's like really easy for them to kind of slide into that because you're spending so much time with each other. There's a lot more loose women, or women who hang out at clubs who are very interested in sleeping with the boys in the band. This is something that I've found as I've traveled the world and performed for over a decade. There's something about the boys in the band that not only the escorts and the hookers and the prostitutes want to get with them, but also, the regulars, the ones who just come to hang out and party. They will sleep with the guys just because they're on stage, just because they're foreigners, just because, they are traveling the world and they kind of want to feel special when the guy's on stage and the guy's looking at them in a sea of all these beautiful women, So the chances for the guy cheating is just it's higher because there's more women in the club, and women know that they don't have to do much to get a guy to be like, ooh, Guys, on the other hand, guys that come to the club and drink and have fun, they know they gotta, finesse the female singers or whatever. But sometimes the female singers just want to get it into. So I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, the guys do more than the women, but it's just mainly because the women throw themselves more at the male musicians, more overtly, more like bam, and not even thinking about anything in terms of like long-term relationship status. It's just because he's on the stage, he's playing in the band, he's the lead singer, he's hot, he's black, he's white. You know what I'm saying? He's the man, he's up there. A lot of male musicians who are married, who have kids, who are happy and in love, with their girl back home, cheat, because it's hard for them to be alone. It's hard for men to travel the world and be alone. And again, there's women who just want to cuddle and have fun and be number one while he's overseas, or while he's traveling, or while he's performing, or while he's away or out of town, So it's just the accessibility. And so many women who come out to the clubs, they are less likely to be looking for something more serious. For real. And so it's hard especially if the guy look good or got a nice body, the temptation is definitely greater, I'll say, for the men. Because the women are plentiful. I mean, they're everywhere, and even the prostitutes. Some prostitutes will have sex with him without charging nothing, just because he's in the club and he's popular and he's well known, and they want to have fun too. Sometimes they don't just want to be getting paid to have sex. Some of them have high sex drives and they want to get nice and toasted. So not all male musicians cheat. Not all female musicians cheat. You do have a handful of them who are faithful, who do really love and hold true to the idea of monogamy. Those are not very common, but I have seen it. I've seen it, and it's not just a specific nationality or ethnicity. It's the character of the man. It's his morals, and what he values. And some of them do think about, all right, what do I have, what's the probability of me getting caught? Some of them, they be out there like they single, take the wedding rings off, take the engagement ring off, got a whole nother phone, got a whole nother life. And sometimes the girls that they're with, they know all about, the woman back home or the missus. But it's almost like there's a whole different world when they're living this lifestyle, So you can trust them, but not as far as you can throw them, you know what I'm saying? And don't let anybody tell you that. No, I'm not going to say that. It's possible. It's possible that, male musicians can be faithful, but don't put it past anybody, because if a person going to cheat on you, they're going to cheat on you. And the only difference is how careful they are and how much they cover their tracks. All right. So again, not all male musicians cheat, but the percentage that does is quite high. It's your girl Phoenix Nova from Boss Bitch Tips. Peace out.